We are here. We are here. I think it's a minute after, but it is still all good. It is still all great. It is still all powerful. I'm extremely excited. Extremely excited. Let's jump in. The title of today is just 1 month. 1 month in Africa. That I've seen so many things. What I want to do right now is let individuals know it's a safe space Saylee show. The safe space Saylee show. The safe space Saylee show. Freedom, warmth, and clarity. Now, see, the thing is, guys, there's some things I want to speak about. The freedom, warmth, and clarity, there's so much that goes into that. It's my way of life, really, right now, as a counselor. Been doing it for the last 10 years, but that's what I bring to the planet. That's what I bring to the planet: freedom, warmth, and clarity. The freedom, the freedom to be you, the warmth of non-judgment, and the clarity to know exactly what you need. Sometimes individuals don't know what they need. It's like, man, I want to sit down in front of somebody who can really understand me, who can really see the direction that I'm going. It's not just about finances, but somebody who can see where I'm going and what I may need. Sometimes individuals don't know what they need until they get in front of a professional. And it's like, oh, I didn't know I needed help with that. It's not always about finances. Everybody finance. Yeah, I get the finances. But most times it's like, let me get the awareness first. Get the awareness first before the finances. And for all different things, I was just talking with my brother, head top videographer. It's like people always wanting money, letting money, be the deciding factor. Sometimes you got to go even off of the long run feeling. What's actually needed in this space? You don't want to ruin a relationship or even a business situation for money. I think a great point, what I was just bringing to him is just like, let's say someone wants to work with you 20 years, but I'm not willing to take, let's say, $200 from the individual. It's like, hold on, that's 20 years of finance you just sacrificed for $200. Even just come bringing your price down, sometimes being reasonable. I know my professor right now, he charges $250 an hour, and I understand that. Some people would never even see me charging at that amount. Some folks would never even see me. And that's what I want to talk about even, today, and what I'm bringing in. For this month, I will be doing direct calls, counseling sessions, personal development sessions, self-love sessions, whether it's direct calls or group calls, group Zooms, group Facebooks, messengers, even on WhatsApp as well too. So I'm just trying to expand and explore how can I reach more individuals, even here on TikTok. Letting individuals know, like, hey, you can reach out to me anywhere. Send me a message. Sometimes individuals are worried about what I'm eating or what I'm wearing on their end, versus, you know what, I need to love myself. Maybe worrying about what you're eating and what you're wearing versus, do I even really truly love myself? You know, sometimes individuals need to know, hey, your priorities are not maybe where you want them to be. If you're not focused on your mental health, you may not be looking to pay $100 or $200, $500 to get back right. Maybe like, I'm gonna just cheat myself on that end. I can do it, but not right now. And that's okay for individuals as well too. There's a few things that like I said, questions that I want to bring up today. Let me get the right folder. Some questions that I want to bring up today, and I really want to let individuals know. I seen a show earlier today regarding with my brother, Banquet World Productions. He brought my aunt on, and she was talking about, he was talking about the subject was family values and family legacy. I can really use that. We talk about that. That's a lot of important things that she was talking about. I can't wait to have her on my show. I told her I'm not playing with you, and my shows is live, so I'm looking to bring everything and the kitchen sink, in that part. So that's something for me that I want individuals to take advantage of what I bring to the world. Sometimes individuals, oh man, I've been looking for someone like you, or I need help with more happiness, more love, more joy, more freedom. I need to trust myself a bit more, and something and things like that. That's very important. Sometimes you may not have anyone tell you that, no one in school, your parents may not tell you, but until you look at yourself and say, hey man, you know what? I need to trim off the BS and get to the real stuff. I'm just coming off of a 2 week watermelon fast with my big brother. That I'm so elevated right now, guys. 2 week watermelon fast got completed yesterday. Oh man, that is something that I've been wanting, that we will continue to do with different fruits as well too. And happy Labor Day to everyone in the States. Happy Labor Day to everyone in the States. Hope that you're enjoying your time and just enjoying yourself. Really just enjoying yourself. Now, see, what we're going to do today is dealing with my month here in the motherland. I want to talk about that, and then I also want to speak on why prioritizing your love of self love, is important for unlocking your true potential. I'm talking about in your whole life. So I got a few questions here, and then we'll talk about a few of those things. I want to let you guys know my perspective of what I'm dealing with, and then moving forward on that part, because I'm hyper aware of what's going on around me, the world, and in my internal world as well too. Sometimes individuals are not as serious about their own well-being. Sometimes individuals are not, and I'm going to tell the truth. I had put a post up. I was just like, you know what? Certain people you just can't be around, and it's just like that. It's not being. It's being like, I think my professor told me one time. It's like it's being firm and fair. You got to be fair to yourself. I'm very easygoing, but the thing is, it's like, all right, don't step on my love, because I'm one to where it's like, you know what? I can never talk to you again, or I don't have to be in any scenario or situation with you, because I've given all of my love. But individuals sometimes they don't know and they'll take advantage of that. Then I want to use the individual like that. And individuals will look at it like, okay, you know what? I don't love myself enough, so somebody that's trying to show me love, I'll take advantage of that individual because that's actually a direct response of not truly loving yourself. Someone loves you, but you want to take advantage of them because you don't love you and value what you bring to the table, or even what that other person brings to the table. So let's go ahead and deal with that. The first question, I want to let you guys know just the first question heading on off. I want to make sure I talked about a bit about this last week, but let's go back into it. And the question is, what version or what aspect of self-love am I doing correctly right now? Let's look at some of the things that's going good. That's a great way. Even individuals there, let's say, in a very difficult position. There's some things that you're doing well. You got to highlight those moments. What am I doing good in my surrounding really right now? Sometimes you got to sit down in quiet solitude and really think about this. What am I doing good right now when it comes to self-love? Let me put this, hold on. Because you want to make sure that you're not beating yourself up thinking like, oh man, it's all bad. Oh, evaluate yourself and say like, hey, what am I doing good really right now? And let me use me as an example. When it comes to me being over here in Ghana right now, what I'm doing well is how I'm thinking about the peace that's here that I've entered. I'm really taking advantage of the pleasantries of the environment. My brother was always saying no stress. So there's things that have been happening in the States right now with me, and it's just like, it's none of my concern, really. I can't get too much over there. I'm not rushing back and doing, no, 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 no. There's something that me and my big brother are talking about now. Is the last episode. And that's pretty much like cutting off any BS that's going on or that potentially can happen. It's like, no, it's the last episode. I can't I can't get involved, especially if I want to keep elevating. I can't let the situation around me pull me down. I have to make sure it's either you're with me or you're against me. And it's like it can happen like that. You know somebody for about 20 years or a long time, a good friend, and it's like, dang, they're not doing right by you. But if you loving yourself enough, that has to be sacrificed. That relationship has to be sacrificed. You know, that relationship has to be sacrificed because you want to make sure that you care about what you're bringing, what you're doing around you. You want to make sure your space is clear and there's some direction. You know exactly where you want to go. And sometimes when you're distracted, you won't even know that, man, hold on. You're already in a good situation, but you won't know that until you look at stuff and you're like, hold on. What am I doing good? You be shocked. You're like, man, I got a lot of things going good. But if I'm talking to people, they'll tell me, oh man, my life is the maybe looking bad from their end. So look at what's going good for you. That's so key. Because when you know that there are certain things that are going good, you can maximize that. You can turn the level up on that. Let's improve that. I always tell individuals from good to great. Sometimes you got to let go of what's good. And I'll talk about that moving forward too. Sometimes you got to let go of what's good to even receive great. That's one of the things where you have to really understand if I want greatness, I gotta let go of the goodness. I gotta let go of some of the average, the mediocre things that are going on in life. So it's one of those things that I'm always aware of. How am I moving good? Am I doing well? It can be a situation where everyone around me is saying, "Oh man, you know what? Then you shouldn't do this. This is just wrong. You shouldn't do that." But I got to see how I'm feeling about the situation. Shout out, Big Bro, just in at the end of the live. What's going on? But sometimes you have to be an advocate for yourself because sometimes individuals will not steer you in the right direction to say, like, you know what? You are making that move. You are making a great move. And individuals, there'll be some haters. Like, hold on, man. You you're putting your. I want to be where you're at, but I don't want you to actually be in there. But I don't want to tell you and let you know you're the one who's gotten me to that particular level. Everyone wants to do it alone. No, we all in this together. So look at the people that's around you when it says what's going good. Who has helped you with that? No one is an island. There are some individuals who taught you some information and it has landed you in a position for you to maximize your talents, your dreams, and your goals. So seeing what's going good right now is very, 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 very key. Let's go and receive fire and ice. That's it. That is all it. Let go and receive fire and ice. That is very much so, people. That is it. Got two more questions, and I want individuals to know as well too. What are you holding on to that is keeping you away from your self-love? That's something that's very key as well too. I'm putting this down in my notes. What are you holding on to that is keeping you away from your self-love? And then we have one more, and then we may have the bonus going in. So when you look at your life, there are certain things that may be going on with us that we're holding on to. It can even be a family member, it can be a friend, it can be a substance, it can be a food item, it can be your cell phone. It can be technology. But you have to be real with yourself. There's so many of my clients right now. It's just like they want to sound good and say good things in front of me. But remember, you're not lying to me. Ooh, excuse me. Individuals are end up lying to themselves the whole time. Like, hold on. I just want this to look good in front of Mr. Say. I just want this to look good. But I know when I get off of this Zoom call, when I get off a conversation with them, I'm right back to the same thing. It's just like I got an example, a point really right now. I love my friend, but I keep telling him about, hey man, do you got that Bible app downloaded? That's something that takes, less than 30 seconds. You can't say you want to be in the Word and you want to do this, you want to be, spiritual, but it's like, hold on, you haven't downloaded the Bible app? Hold on, download that, man, get that, and they giving quotes on that every day. But then it's just like, oh man, I'm not. Are you really serious? Everyone say I don't have the time or I don't have the money. Everyone on this planet got the same 24 hours. Everyone got the same 24 hours. And the thing is, I'm willing to let someone else down on their end if that's going to put me in a position to win in my life right now. I'm willing to, if someone is feeling like, oh man, dang, say he did me wrong. People may say there's no telling how individuals may feel. So are you holding on to the viewpoints of others? That can hold individuals back. Hey man, I need to be looked at as the best, or I need to be looked at as the leader, or I need to be looked at as, responsible. I need to be looked at as respectful. If you know you are those things already, why are you holding on to the viewpoints of what somebody else is bringing in? Free yourself. I was listening to my big brother's show with my aunt, and he was telling her, let's be a little bit more free. Let's be a little bit more free. She was thinking about a couple of things she wanted to say. Sometimes thinking too much can pull you away from your authenticity and what you want to do. So it's like, all right, are you not being as free with you wanting more love in your life? Or like I was saying, how individuals are looking. Are you holding on to maybe what my mom is saying, what my family is saying, what my friends, my boss is saying? Sometimes I've been guilty of it before, but I've let it all go now. Just like the comment from my big brother, I've let it all go. Now I'm willing to be judged by anyone. Right now I got MS, multiple sclerosis, so it's like everyone from in the States, even over here, they're looking at me like, oh man, you going through this difficult situation? Yeah, look, I am. But it won't stop nothing. It can't stop anything. If anything, it's propelling me and preparing me for the next level in my own life of what I need to accomplish that extreme amount of love for myself. Imagine individuals, they don't have no legs or no arms. You end up being sad like, dang, pity me. I love how I used to be the old me. No, I stay in the present moment. Love me now. It's not anything that could happen to me and that'll pull my love away from me. So that's the thing right there. What are you holding on to that is keeping you away from your own self-love? I want to make sure that individuals are aware of that. Because if you're in a position where you need to let go of the weight, it's like, dang, whoa, higher. I think Tyler Perry has a book I speak on, and it's called Higher is Calling. How can you even get to that higher state, whether it's of consciousness or if it's of love or just of how you view yourself, if you're holding onto the weight of sadness or others' opinions or anger or even shame or even fear too? I talk about that in here, guys. You want to make sure that you let some of those things go to see, like, all right, I will be okay even if I let go of this pen and I don't have to pick it back up. Let that be the stress. Let that be the pain. Let that be the anger. Or let that be, my family's viewpoints. Right now, I'm in a position really right now where individuals could not be happy with what I'm doing. And they're saying, hold on, Mr. Saylee, I don't like the way that you're doing that, okay? I'm not looking for everyone to agree with me. Right now, I'm on a campaign right now. It's a silent campaign. 0 likes, 0 views. So if no one on the planet Earth likes what I'm doing, that's actually good because it lets me know I'm good with what I'm doing. I need to be sure of myself. I need to be sure of myself. So we're gonna move into number 3 and then we will get the bonus. And guys, we're probably only gonna be, like I say, in here 45 minutes. If something comes up you guys know that I'll extend it. If something's coming in, you know that I will. But I want to make sure that you guys are aware of what I'm doing really right now. The month of September is the explosion month. Putting myself out there in a situation where it's like, hold on, all right. Now I want individuals, all right, to reach out. Because I know I'm doing this. I got the safe space edge. I can reach out and individuals can see me, whether it's on YouTube, they can see that. But now it's like, all right, come on. You got to book those sessions. Book I want just a consultation. Mr. Said, I want to see if you can actually help me. I got tons of videos and all the information from the Instagram on Facebook. Those things, maybe you may not need an hour conversation. You may not want to get on a 6-month plan. Maybe what I'm already doing is enough. You feel like, oh yeah, Mr. Sadie, you provide enough information, free information on Instagram or Facebook. Well, then use that. If that's what's gonna get you to your next level, then use that. I'm not hiding anything like, oh man, no, you can't use all those things. But there's you don't get the full end of the access to me. There may be certain questions you want to ask and see my viewpoint on it. If I didn't address it, then it's like, then how do you get the solution for that? So this is where you get to a point where you choose for yourself. Am I ready to go higher? Do I want more in life? And that's gonna lead into the next question. I need you guys to think about this. What could a life of self-love, and do it like this, look like for me? What could it really look like? And then we're gonna go with the bonus next. What could a life of self-love look like for me? I'll tell you how it looks like for me right now. Now, with me, it matches well with me being a monthly and gun, and it goes well with my peace, my happiness. Somebody could curse me out, but I love myself so much. Whether it's like I can smile, I'm like, oh, dang, you upset at something that maybe I've done, or really, are you upset with yourself? Sometimes that happens like that. Sometimes the individual's issues have nothing to do with you. It's all internal. And my key thing is I just want to show individuals that the power is within them. They have what it takes to make a shift and make a change. And this is all over the planet. Whether you're in America, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Africa, whether you're in Australia. When it comes to this self-love, this trans in Australia. When it comes to this self-love, this trans guys, it was a lot. It kind of transfers beyond the borders of the country borders. Let's say if I'm talking to someone and they're in, I don't know, they're in Taiwan, they know English, or it's like, hey, okay, can you still access this self-love? Some individuals don't know about it. Like, dang, I've been listening to individuals so long in my life, and they have not pointed me over into to what you're talking about, that self-love. You could really love yourself. I thought that was selfish. Individuals say it like that. No, self-love is selfish. I'm not saying self-love does not mean not to love everyone else that's around you. Self-love is a response to what's going on around you. It's how you're feeling even on the planet. Do you love the creation that you are? And to know that other individuals are of that same. You're not putting anyone above you. And you're not above anyone. That's not what I'm saying. No. You're showing individuals that I can value myself and you can value yourself too, without it pulling away from the value or the totality of what value represents or what the self-love represents. So we at a position really right now. Shout out to everyone coming in. I appreciate all of you guys just coming in, showing love, joining, seeing me, seeing what I'm saying. I love that because we're in a new month, and this is something that I am passionate about. I will be doing this for the rest of my life. I will be. I was talking to my big bro. I was like, man, I was doing this in elementary school. Kids were getting, they were getting bullied. I didn't know that I had the gift then. Like, individuals wanted to come and let me know because they knew I was not going to judge them. There was a certain amount of freedom, warmth, and clarity, like the show that was around me. It was it was an essence. I want to click that button. It was an essence. Now, sometimes that's how it looks. Sometimes I know talking with someone, it's like, dang man, it's so refreshing just talking with you. Hey, sometimes you need that viewpoint. One of my main goals, one of the goals that I have is to have, you know, some clients on retainer. I'm talking about maybe for even the rest of their life. And they have unlimited access. It's like, hold on, man, I need to call Mr. Saylee. This is going on. I don't know what to do. But I mean, he has a gray head on his shoulder. He may know what to do. Let me use that token, or let me use my time for this week, or however it may be. Contact him and see what he may see. Because we got to understand, as we're on the earth, everyone is seeing things differently. Maybe I'm blessed to see a situation that you're not able to see. Maybe you're able to see a situation. Maybe you have an idea about something, and maybe I can give some clarity on that. Like, no, man, you know what? No, George, you know what, George? You're saying that great. I think you're saying that good. I need you to trust yourself. And see, the thing is, I'm not in a position to, as a counselor, it's like, I will tell you everything you need to know so that you won't ever need me again. I'm not, I, I'm not saying things so it's like, oh man, I want you to need me for the rest of your life. No. You may have one session with me. You may even have a consultation with me. And you're like, damn, Mr. Sayla, I got it. I don't ever need you again. All right, that's good. It's not bad. That's all right. I'm looking at to talk to. There's 8 billion people in the world, so it's like, hold on. I'm looking to talk with individuals. If you can take over and you don't need any guidance, good. Remember, with this self love, I want everyone to win. I want your reality to be manifested because mine is. I'm not about to have all this enjoyment to myself. No, no, So for our bonus, but I want to get in. What could a life of self-love look like? Now look at that. Now for me, a life of self-love is traveling this whole entire planet. Now I know I may not hit every country. I may not, but being in a position where I can be in America, I can be in Africa, I can go to Asia, I can go to, you know, I can go to South America, I can go to Australia, I can go to Indonesia, wherever it may be, all 7 continents, I can go there, and I don't have to stay in the most lavish area. I can be in the slums. I made a comment too. One of my friends, he was homeless, and I'm like, man, all right, man, shoot. I may not, I mean, you sleep it on the beach or wherever it may be. I'm not going to be there with you. I know my tolerance. My tolerance is high. And I can be in any situation you're in for a time being. just to let you know, like, all right, I can deal with difficulties and I can be in a tough situation, but it's not something that I would do for an extended period of time. I just want individuals to know, like, hold on now, Mr. Saylee's the real deal. He's the type of individual I can call him at 3 a.m., wherever you at your time, and I'm good 24 hours, wherever I'm at. Right now it's, I think, 10:36. We got about what, like 10 minutes left. I think in America or in LA, it's 3:36. So it's still there's nighttime on this side, but it's 3 p.m. Could I be able to help somebody on that side? Yeah. I roll out as a counselor, I roll out of bed and I get into counseling mode. It could be 3 a.m., 8 a.m., 5 p.m., 8 p.m. I'm still willing to help everyone. I don't need any sleep. I don't need that. I don't need there's certain things I don't need. Especially when somebody is really need they're in a crisis situation where individuals I've dealt with before, they've been in it. They're like, hold on, man, hold on, Daniel. They call me, or Mr. Saley, man, hold on. I really need to hear your voice, your viewpoint, because I know sometimes the individuals are scared to even reach out to me. Individuals that known me once before, they're like, oh man, I didn't feel I could reach out to you. It's been so long since we talked, or hey man, I ain't worried about all of that, but I need to see that's your confidence on where you're at. Anyone who has ever known me, even knowing me through a mutual friend, could reach out. What's going on? So I'm always a life of self-love. What could that life of self-love look like for you? That's something you have to really answer for yourself. Maybe it takes cutting out a toxic family member or that friend you've been with for 30 years or 10 years. Your life can completely change by cutting out one individual or even one food item. You know what? I was telling some friends, I was watching some documentaries. See how your life changed just cutting out soda. I can't remember the last time I had a soda. Now, I'm not trying to say, oh man, sodas are bad. You can't drink soda. No. It's just like my clients. I never tell them, like, hey man, stop this or stop. No, man. Do what you do. The power is in your hand. I ain't controlling nobody. I ain't telling nobody what to do. You are in control of your life. This is what I am as a counselor, giving you your power back. You have your power. You ain't about to just toss it off and be like, oh man, Mr. Say, no, 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 no. But sometimes individuals are scared of their own power. I think it was in that Coach Carter movie too. It's like we're not afraid of, you know, we're actually afraid of our potential, the power that we have to change our reality. But it's like, dang, you know what? I'm not even gonna take myself seriously. I shouldn't be that powerful. So then you start downing yourself, beating yourself up. And they do it all the time, beating yourself up. You know the decisions you're making. I don't, individuals can lie to themselves all the time, but you can never lie to me because I'm so truthful with myself. You can never lie to me on that part. You can't. Even if you think that you are, you're not. You're only fooling yourself. So when we get to our bonus, so I'm gonna go through the questions again, and then we get to this bonus question as well too. And then get to this bonus question as well too. So when you look at the life that you can create, I'm talking about now, not later. If there's a certain situation that you can include, let me add this bonus in. What could you do right now? What could you add in? That's a good one. What could you add in? I'm writing this down now for the bonus. What could you add in to your life? What could you add into your life that can make sure September is the best month you've ever had? I'm talking about in life. And I want to mention this because we are in September, and guys, we're having what could you add into your life to make September? I'm writing this down now. To make September, I'll be talking with my clients about this too this week. To make September the best month, the best month you've ever had. The best month you've ever had. I think for me being in the motherland now on my niece's transition is for me that makes September, powerful for me because there's no one on this earth that has ever made me feel loved more than that, more than my niece. My brother that I'm here with, his daughter. She passed a couple years back now, and I really get to a point where she was the determining factor for me if I go into heaven or I go into hell. I'm talking about choosing greatness versus choosing destruction. And it was real for me because it was one of those situations where I would have done anything, for her. And the only thing she's taught me so much, and I still have it on my artist page, the King Saylee page, is be yourself. And that's really, I'm going to close. We got a few minutes, but it's just like, that's the thing you really need to do in this life. Be yourself, but also understanding yourself. Who are you in this life? Are you expressing who you are? What could you do in your life? What could you add in your life to make sure that September is the best this month? For me, it would definitely be honoring her words to be yourself. I want to make sure everywhere that I'm at, I am myself. I don't care who's around. My brother, my mom, my dad, my aunts, my sisters, my cousins, my nieces, my nephews. I'm me anywhere. Whether I have $0 in my account or I have 20,000, I'm still me. I'm in a position right now where I've never been in this life that I can remember. I'm in a whole nother country. I'm in Ghana. But I have not experienced anything like this before. Being here for a month, I'm looking for something to shift and change. Nothing has changed. The peace hasn't changed. I'm just getting the same understanding of what I should be doing. But see, that's the thing that sometimes in life, what if there's nothing to do but everything to be? Like, don't worry about doing anything. Worry about being something. That's why I said be, what she told me, be yourself. Not do yourself. Be yourself. That's all that I need to, that's all that I need to accomplish. It's just to be. So that's really the answer right there. But you gotta find yourself to be yourself. Oh man. And I love this life. I really do, guys. Guys, I eat, sleep, and breathe this. I was telling when it comes to the on the counseling, and I really do this, and I'm excited for September to. My inbox has been flooding up. I think there's maybe about 60 comments, not on TikTok, but I think on Facebook. Individuals like, "What services you asking?" or "What's your prices? What's your prices?" And I'm not. I'm not taxing anyone like that, at least for now. I'm giving individuals an opportunity to talk with the best counsel on the earth about $25. At least for the first hour, like $25. Like, oh yeah, okay. Let me actually see if I can really assist you. My youngest client 18, oldest 85. Some individuals they play themselves, they're not even serious. But it's like, okay, you're not about to waste my time. Some people just want to see that to waste your time. I want to see how good he is. But then they try to give you some kind of difficult scenario. No, 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 no. I'm ready for all of it. I've talked with individuals. They've been in, locked up 20 years, coming out, ready to get into a new life. What I'm dealing with is creating a new life. That's what even me right now in Ghana, creating a new life. I know my friend was asking me the other day, man, you ever think you're gonna come back? I'm in control of what I want to do. Nobody will control what I do. No one. So that's the self-love right there. You need to put yourself in the driver's seat. Don't be in a position where individuals can play you or they change you or you responding like this. They give you something and they know how you're gonna respond. But no, I'm in a position now where you're gonna have to play yourself. You can't play me. I'm not gonna allow it. I'm willing to get out of anyone's way to, hey, do what you want to do. Certain things that just won't happen around me. It just won't. I'll read back through these questions. Then we're gonna close out. Let me read back through. So it says, what? And let me see this. What are you denying? Wait, God, that's hard for me to even read my handwriting. It's hard for me to even read my handwriting. Hold on, it says, what am I doing good? Okay, right there. What am I doing good when it comes to self-love? So evaluate yourself and see what you're doing good right now. There's something you're doing good. Even the clients that I'm talking with, there's something they're doing good. You just gotta find it. What are you doing good? You know you're doing something good. There's something you ain't doing well too. We ain't talking about that though. But what are you doing good when it comes to self-love? Also, number two, what are you holding on to that is keeping you away from maximizing your self love? There's stuff things you be holding on to, whether it's fear, anger, the problem someone has said something to me 10 years ago. I'm still holding on to it. You can never truly elevate. You ain't even serious about yourself. No, it's like me and my brother, big brother said. It's the last episode. You're not serious. If you want to get left behind, go ahead. But you ain't about to drag me down, and none of my past emotions are gonna drag me down as well too. So what are you holding on to that is keeping you from a higher level? Now for number three. So it says, what could a life of self-love give you? Now really looking at that. Everyone say, oh, I'm gonna sell, I love myself, I do that. I'm looking at your actions, you don't. Look at what you're eating. Look at what you're watching. Look at what you're listening to. You can't just tell me that you're about this. You exposing yourself about what's going on. Be true to you. Make sure that you are true to you and that you're putting yourself in a position where you're leading by example. I don't just say I'm the best counselor in the world on the earth just by saying it. No, because I prioritize my self love. I do. I prioritize that. So, thus, in turn, I'm able to I can see individuals clearly because I don't lie to myself. So, it allows me to see individuals. I'm like, dang, I'm telling myself the truth. So, it's like the world I'm in now, it's like a fishbowl. I see people, I'm like, dang, you're not being so truthful with yourself. Or that you're hurt. I just put a video out. It's like you're hurt. I could hear someone's voice, and I would know that something is going on. There was before I read this bonus, there was a driver here that we were that me and my brother we had took to go to the market. We'd come back home, and I had talked with him before, but I'm like, hey, something is up with him. Something is going on. And then he ended up telling me my wife hasn't been answering picking up my calls. I'm like, oh, okay, there it is. I knew something was going on. Just for at least let me know what it is. Now, if you don't want to speak on it, that's cool too. I'm never forcing anyone to say anything. But you can't tell me that everything's all good when it's not. No, because I don't lie to myself, so no one can lie to me. No, it won't work. I just be sitting back. I'll smile. So like, okay, I'm gonna play around. Okay, but look, so on this bonus, what could you add in your life to make sure you have the best month? I'm talking about in your whole entire life, whether you're 18 or whether you're 75. There's something you can add in right now to make sure September is the best month of your whole entire life. You can make it I'm not talking about the best month of this year. I'm talking about your whole entire life. September has been a very tragic, tough month for me. My niece, my grandmother, passing. Similarly, these things, you never forget them because it's like they happen around Labor Day. And when they say you lose someone around Labor Day or any holiday, you remember. I never forget. I know what's going on. But, that's what I want you guys to add in. I'll be talking about this week. So guys, we're about to get up out of here. The Safe Space Saylee Show. The Safe Space Saylee Show. The Safe Space Saylee Show. Freedom, warmth, and clarity. So that's the situation where we at really right now, guys. September is going to be the most powerful month. I think last month I made only $5 on Facebook. So I was like, you know what? Let's crank it up to another level. Can we make 10? Can we make 20? Maybe we can make 1,000. Maybe we can make 5. I don't know. We're about to try something now. We're gonna do something new. So we're gonna do it like that. I hope everyone has a wonderful Labor Day weekend if you're in the States. So just enjoy, just have a beautiful life, have a self-loving life. And I'm always here, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, on that end. You guys can reach out. Don't be afraid. I'm here for you. I'm here for the planet, the whole entire planet. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Love you. Peace. Love you.